be going to the police department tomorrow because, well, there's a couple things. We already know people on YouTube are probably calling law enforcement to let them know how despicable this crazy woman is, right? And they try to attack the fact that I have now my own press badge. And they want to keep going down this trail of me not being legit. I'm legit. I'm sorry, but when Brianentin acknowledges you, I don't know how much more you need to know. Period. These are multiple cases I've covered. I've been on Media Row on many of these cases, sitting right next to the media professionals, because that's what I am. And whether or not people want to acknowledge it or not, they're going to have to eat it. They can call here all they want and say this, that, and the other. They can't do that anymore. They can't do that anymore. They can, but there's nothing law enforcement can do about it. Nothing. They're wasting their time and energy, but they still do it because they're sick in the head. And Angela, I am talking to you. I am talking to you, Angela. Not that any Angelas that are in here. She knows who I'm talking about. She even tried to say, oh, I sent a package to Mexico. Okay. So you're intentionally trying to cause problems with me, my business, and how I go out and earn a living. Okay. Well, I hate to tell you and hate to burst your bubble. You can't do that. So don't tell me you're for the law when you're breaking the law. Because just because it's civil doesn't mean you're not breaking the law. It just means you're not going to go to jail for breaking the law. It doesn't mean you didn't break the law. But either way, it doesn't really affect me. It hasn't stopped me yet, right? A year of this, and we're still out here, and we're getting bigger. We're getting better. We're doing better things. We're doing better coverage of these cases. We're getting a better insight, a better perspective. And that's what we like to do. And we like to give that back to you guys because it's you that are supporting us, that's bringing us to these places. I would never be able to be in Idaho without you guys. We wouldn't be covering this case from outside of the house if it wasn't for every one of you. Period. Without my audience, without my subscribers, my members, and the people that love and support the work that we do, without you, none of it would be possible. And what did you think? People don't believe we know Brianentin. What did Brian do when he walked by? What was the first?
He gave us a big hug.
You don't get hugs from Brianentin for being a piece of shit on the side of the road. I'm sorry. I can tell you there ain't one freaking hater on the streets of YouTube that could be out there on Media Row that gets a hi, a hug, and a bye by Brianentin. We kind of grew up together, to be honest with you.
I know, yeah.
We did. Because he was a nobody when we met him. We were nobody when we met him. And now we're all of us are traveling the country following the true crime stuff. It's kind of neat. He's grown bigger than us, of course. But we love him. I mean, he's always been sweet. He's always been kind. He's always been just straight. Even the guy, I can't remember his name. I don't know why I can't remember his name from the Daily Mail. Always been kind to me. Always been straight. We hung out together like hours upon hours upon hours. We have hung out with these people.
We meet good people out there.
We do. Yeah, and not only that, but these are people we see consistently because they're at all the crimes that we're at. So, you guys know him. Spent months with him. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Except the difference is I was jealous because he got 2 weeks off. If I don't know, was it a week or 2 weeks? It was a week. A week. He got to go home for a week. Like we were out there working and we're like, I can't remember who did they bring Ashley in there? I don't think they brought Ashley Banfield out there. They brought another one out there to replace him for that week. But I remembered it just wasn't the same, and we didn't have the same working relationship with the person that they had out there for a week that we did with Brian. And Brian works. I mean, we're not out there lollygagging around having a party and chatting about past times. We're all out there. We're all doing our work. We all know what we're doing. We all it's all professional. It's all way professional. Like even with me being so close, I speak loud. I speak loud because I have hearing issues. And I even told him, I said, when you go live, I said, make sure you get my attention so I can shut my trap. Because it's very important. When you're going live, you don't want people behind you talking about it. Yeah, you don't want people, you don't want the feed, you don't want to be on a hot mic. So every now and again you'll see me turn my microphone off out there, even though you don't see who I'm talking to. I have to turn that microphone off because I'm talking to somebody that can't be on a microphone.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism and commenting.